Hello guys, today we are going to talk about the interpolation with central difference formula, which is one of the formulas from interpolation, backward, central, and there are many formulas like that, forward. Okay, so and it's just like the other formulas like forward and backward, but instead of uh, delta and nebula, we're just writing this mean we are dividing this into two equal parts mean then we are writing 1/2 and this like that. Okay, instead of sigma and sorry, delta and nebula, we are just right. It is called sigma. This notation is called sigma. Okay, so there are many formulas in central interpolation and central reference formula. The one formula is called Stirling interpolation formula. The second is called Bessel interpolation formula. The third one is called Gaussian interpolation formula. And the Gaussian are further divided into two formulas, goes forward and goes backward. But in this video, we just talk about the Stirling interpolation formula. Okay, so let's taking start. uh, it is the mean how we can draw the formula. So there is the derivation of the formula, that how we can write this formula. So it is like that. If not if not, then 1/2 phi, and there's one okay, there's one. Okay, for the back plus back, downward. Okay, then again we will come to this. Okay, and it will be like mean we are dividing this and two equal parts, then we writing 1/2, and here we writing nothing. One or two factorial comes with this, as we are writing 2 factorial, and we going mean with this notation we going on mean like we're writing 2 factorial, then write 3 factorial, 4 factorial. But whenever we're writing this, mean we are dividing this into two equal parts, then writing 1/2 with this, like this we are writing 1/2 with this. We also write 2 1/2 mean we multiply 2 with 3 factorial. 3 factorial mean comes with this sigma cube. Okay, so 2 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial. Okay, and so on. So this is a formula, a very easy formula, and we are supposed to keep it in our mind. Okay, so you're supposed to keep in our mind that how it is derived from this, and how we will learn it. So it is very easy to learn it. Sigma, what we write instead, whenever we write these two, then we write 1/2 with this, and whenever we're writing just this one, then we will not write 1/2 with this. Okay, and so on. So now we are going to solve an example by using this formula. So this is an example. You can see that there is a given data. So we made a tabulated table for this data, and we are getting these values by subtracting this from this. You know that it is given value at the x value, it is f of x value all. So we will subtract this one from this, mean 6.44 minus 5.64. Then we are getting this the same 7.17 minus 6.44, we are getting this, and so on. Okay, so then we will subtract this from this one. So we will get this from this one, we will get this from this one, but then again we will subtract this from this one. It gives 0, because 0 minus 0.7 minus 0. So it will, whenever 2 minus, it will multiply and give plus. Okay, so in the final, in the last, it will give minus 0.01, and there's nothing to subtract this from anything. Okay, so the formula we will just limited the formula just to del sigma key 4. We'll just extend the formula to sigma key 4. So you can see from here, you can see uh, use Stirling interpolation formula to find. It is given that we will interpolate for this the formula. Okay, it is given data, and we made a tabulated table for this data. So the difference table is this. Okay, so now how we will write the formula. So you know that the formula is, we will just limit the formula just to sigma key 4. So as to goes to sigma key 4. If not, so we will just limited uh, limited our formula just to sigma key 4. So you can see from here that as I limited the formula just sigma key 4 divided by 4 factorial, as we came to know that we should just limit the formula to sigma q4 from the tabulated table. So now we are supposed to find the value of phi. So how we will find the value of phi? From here you can see that x of p is equal to x naught plus ph, as it is also a formula. Okay, so x of phi is given as they have given in the question, that uh, as you can see from here, that x of phi, it is actually f of x of phi, f of x of phi. So instead of x of phi, here's a value 1.62. We will interpolate this formula for this value. Okay, so from here you can see that as in the question, f of x p is equal to 1.62, I uh, as I showed you. As from here you can see, okay, so 1.62 if okay, x of phi, so x of phi is there. Now we are supposed to find the value of h. So from the value of h we can easily find from subtracting x2 from x1, and just like x, we will here x3 minus x2, or x4 minus x3, or x1 minus x0, just like that we can easily find the value of h. And there must be same difference between the x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, just like that. Okay, the same difference, because it is called equally spaced data. So now we will find the values of phi. How we will find the values of phi? From here you can see it is condition, it is a restriction that the value of phi must be between 0 and 1. So you know that from here that 1.6, the value of x of phi is 1.62. So you can guess that 1.6 comes between these two values. 1.62 comes between this and this. So first we will check for this, and second we will check for this. If, and at this value, the value of phi comes between 0 and 1, so it is right. But if not, then we will check for this value. Okay, it must be between, it must be on this or on this. Okay, so first I'm going to check on 1.6. So you can see from here, as I 1.6. So from here I write it here, 1.6. Okay, so as you know that we are need to find the value of phi. So 1.62, it is x phi value which is given, and x naught is equal to 1.6 as I suppose, and 0.2 which came from h value. Okay, so 0.1, so it is correct, because as we need the value of phi between 0 and 1, and it gives the value of phi between 0 and 1, because 0.1 is between the 0 and 1. Now we are going to check x naught, that what the values at x naught it gives us. So 1.62 minus 1.8 divided by 0.2 minus 0. So it is not correct, because on this it doesn't give the correct values. 1.8 it is not correct on 1.8. So our first value is 1.6, because x naught is correct on 1.6. So from here, so it is not correct. So our x naught mean starting position is 1.6, and our phi is 0.1. So now we will put all the values in the formula, as I have limited the formula just to sigma q4. So by putting the values as per Stirling rule. So what is the Stirling rule? The Stirling rule is this, that 1.6, as and this value it gives the correct value. So like this, 7.17, then we will, as you can see from formula, that and formula also here is a sigma in these both value of sigma. So as sigma, so we will just come to this. Okay, so we will write these both values, and we will add these both, then we'll just come to this one, and again we will goes to this one, sigma key 3, as you can see from formula. As you can see from formula, sigma key 3. Okay, sigma key 3, then write these both values here, and phi, the value of phi is understood that 0.1 is the value of phi. So from here the sigma key 3 value is this, we will just write this. So from here you can see that as I wrote all the values in the formula, so I wrote all the values. 0.01, it comes from this one, you can see that 0.1 square, so it gives 0.01. So by computing all these values we will finally get the result. Okay, So very easy formula and very understandable. But here just you should check your earlier that you should first as if the value phi came on this value, correct, so you'll tag the next value and the front values of this, whether it is came on this one, whether it is come on this one, so then you will take this one if if it came on this one. So but here you can see that the values of phi came on this one, so I took this value. Then instead of sigma 1 or 2, if as you can see from formula, that in formula you can see we will write our both values of this. So here I took the both values of sigma if not both values, and I add this. Then I came to this. Here we will just take one values of sigma square. You can see from formula. You should remember the formula, then easily you can solve the question. Okay, so I hope that you must have learned what I told you, what I taught you. Okay, Allah Hafiz.